Genes, DNA, and chromosomes are what make you who you are. They are the set of instructions that are given to you by your father and mother. These instructions are in your cells, and all living organisms are composed of cells. There are many different types, like nerve cells and hair cells and skin cells. They all have different shapes and forms, but every cell has the same basic parts. The cell has an outer border called the membrane, which contains a liquid material called cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm is the nucleus, and inside the nucleus are chromosomes. In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same in both males and females. The 23rd pair, the sex chromosomes, differ between males and females. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome, while males have one X and one Y chromosome. The chromosomes are really long strings of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is shaped like a ladder that's been twisted. This shape is called a double helix. The steps of the ladder are made of 4 bases. Adenine is A, thymine is T, guanine is G, and cytosine is C. A stretch of the DNA is called a gene. Your body reads the genes and the letters like a recipe and builds protein. The order of the bases in the DNA, along with the length and sequence of the gene, determines the size and shape of the protein it builds. The size and shape of the protein determine the function it will have in your body. Proteins make up cells, cells make up tissue, and tissue makes up organs, like your eyes and your skin. So the genes determine what you are, a cow, an apple, or a human, and what you will look like, the color of your hair, your skin, your eyes, and so on.
Incomplete dominance is when the phenotype of the heterozygous genotype is a blend of the 2 homozygous phenotypes. Let's try problem. The genes for flower color in Japanese 4 o'clocks show incomplete dominance. Give the genotypic and phenotypic ratios of flower colors for pink by pink and red by white. Let's cross 2 pink flowers first. They have red and white alleles. Fill out the Punnett square, and you see the 3 possible genotypes: big R, little r, and little r. It's a 1 to 2 to 1 ratio, which is the same ratio for the phenotype, a 1 to 2 to 1 ratio of red, pink, and white. Now here's the cross for red and white flowers. Fill out the square. This time there's 100% big R, little r heterozygous, but this means that all the flowers 100% are pink.
Well, let's talk about phenotypes and genotypes. The phenotype of type A blood is A, but the genotype is written like this or this. The format of writing here helps with multiple alleles like blood type problems, and we can show you why when we work this out in the Punnett square. Now you may notice that I said that blood type A could be written this way or this way. Without testing, we don't really know which one it is. You can consider this one to be homozygous and this one to be heterozygous. The phenotype of type B blood is B, but the genotype is written as this or this. The phenotype of type AB blood is AB, and the genotype is written this way. There's no other way to write that one. The phenotype for type O blood is O, and the genotype is written like this. Remember how I said that the O kind of looks like a 0, and so you can think of it as having 0 blood type antigens? Well, that's what it is. Little I, no coefficient. Okay, back to the babies. We are told the parents both have type A, but remember, we don't know whether that means they are this type A, the homozygous, or this type A, the heterozygous. And the mom could be one of those genotypes, and the father could be the other genotype, or they could both be the same genotype. We just don't know. Okay. So let's try it out with all of the possibilities. Remember that we write the parent genotypes on the top and the side of the Punnett squares, like this. We'll fill in the Punnett squares and we'll make sure to have capital I's first, just for formatting purposes. Okay, so is it possible to get baby Phil, who has type B, in any of these offspring? Nope, he must be someone else's baby. What about baby Sylvester with his type O? Yes, it is possible, but both parents would have to be heterozygous A. That means they both must be this. Then yes, you would have a 25% chance, that's 1 in 4 here, of having a baby with type O blood.